All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Roland Willie Court here in Berea, Kentucky, as our Berea College Mountaineers face off against the Piedmont College Lions in what should be a really good game. Coming into this game, the Mountaineers are 5-4 in conference play, sitting in second place currently, and the Piedmont Lions are 3-7 in fourth place. So a good conference game right here. Both teams should make it interesting. My name is Lane Henn. I'll be providing your play-by-play. Next to me is Joe Saline. He's going to be doing a little color commentary, hopefully making you guys laugh a little bit. Throw a joke in there every once in a while.
We'll see how much there is to joke about. This should be a very competitive game. Berea tied for second in the Western Division of the conference, and Piedmont tied for fourth in the Western Division of the conference, technically, since there's two second places.
It'll be a really good game to see how it starts out with pulling from deep. That's number 24, Ori Clements Owens for the Lions, and they start off quick. And both these teams really like to run. They really like to push the pace. As Carter gets it inside, hop step, gets the layup to go. Tough move, tough to guard. And that's one big key I'm going to be watching for this game. See how Carter starts out the game. When he starts aggressive, usually good things happen for the Mountaineers.
Yeah, getting into the lane deep there right away, and able to complete the play. 35 there down low with the basket.
Yep, that's Foot with the play. Good inside pass right there. Mountaineers get the ball up to Embry. Back to Hudson. Mountaineers coming in this game after a really good win against Maryville a couple nights ago. Hard-fought contest. Miller from deep. Rattles around, can't knock it down. Fighting for the rebound, but they're going to say it's Lions basketball.
Good fight for the rebound there by MJ Embry.
And that's what he does so well. You know, he's a big body down there. He plays hard. Get you a couple extra boards. And beats his man down the court, gets it inside. The layup is good from number 21, Justin Quick. And Quick with a quick bucket.
So far, a lot of opportunities for the Piedmont Lions down low.
And Carter doing the Euro step to avoid drawing the charge right there. Can't get that floater to go, though. Piedmont coming the other direction, looking to get it inside the Foot. Shoots that turnaround, no good. Carter with the rebound, pushing it the other way.
I think what you saw there is two different examples on both ends of the floor for Berea and for Piedmont. Forcing a shot without much help down on the rebound. Which makes it a wasted possession if you don't knock down that shot.
And Miller with a quick trigger from the corner, knocks it down from deep.
Great shot there, good ball movement.
It'll be interesting to see if he can see a couple more of those go through the basket. Gets it inside the Foot, posting up down low, and they're going to say foul on the play. Foul is going to go on number 33, Embry.
I think that's a case of Embry being a little too active with his feet on that one. I think if he just stayed put, they might not have called him on that foul. He kept shuffling around, though.
Yep, you got to make it straight up, you know, keep those arms straight. But gets the foul called, and Foot's going to the line, and he misses that first one. Lining up for number 2. And splits the free throws there. Piedmont has the 8-5 lead with just over 17 and a half remaining in this first half. And Cottle moves it up court. Gets it into Carter, down low, met with some contact, and he's going to the line. And you like to see him be aggressive from the get-go, force the issue on offense, and get some free throws.
That's what my coach used to call folding up the big man. You catch him turn to the side, and you're able to throw the contact into the armpit, and that arm has to come down just by the sheer force of the play.
Makes sense. And a hush falls over the crowd.
All right, good roll on the first free throw here for Terrell Carter.
Carter lining up for number 2. And knocks down that second one. 2 for 2 from the line that time. Makes it a 1-point game. Can be quick with the ball for the Lions.
It appears to be aptly named there.
There he is, a quick guy.
Fast move after that quick crossover.
Gets it inside and tried to feed it down low. Good active hands by the Berea defenders. Steal that one away. Hudson with the spin. Gets past his defender. Ooh, almost put him on the highlight reel.
Pitch.
No good though. In that corner, foot was on the line. Nope, they're going to say it was a 3. Knocking it down from deep. That's number 14, Stimson.
I think Kevion there did a great job on the defensive end, got from coast to coast, made a nice spin move, just didn't finish the basket, and then we paid for it on the defensive end by being a man down defensively.
Yep. Berea moving it around the perimeter. And the Lions being pretty active on defense as Hudson shoots that 3, knocks it down. Say, I see your 3, I'll raise you one. Anything you can do, I can do.
1-point game again here.
And like you were saying before we started, a highly competitive, both players hitting the deck, and they're going to call the foul on number 5, Cottle.
And that's one of those fouls that the coach, you really don't mind. You're putting your body on the line, you're going after it. You guys are both hustling, and the referee has kind of a 50-50 shot of whether he's going to call that foul or not.
Yep. Sometimes it doesn't go your way, but no matter what, you do like to see that effort. And checking into the game, number 30, Doty, and number 10 for the Mountaineers, Charlton. And Charlton, what a story he has been. Last game scoring 29 off the bench, the game before scoring 28 off the bench, and last week winning Rookie of the Week. And Charlton has just come in and really produced. And we're going to have Foot coming to the line. We're about to have a whole platoon swap. Got 4 new players checking in for the Lions. We have number 10, Richer, number 20, Mueller, number 30, Cranford, and Foot misses that second one there. And also checking in was number 11, Riley. Cottle gives it to Charlton. Back to Miller at the top of the key. A lot of ball movement. Cottle in the corner for 3. Knocks that one down and gives them their first lead of the game, 13-12.
Great ball movement there, moving it around the arc, finding the open man, the open shot, and Isaac Cottle there knocking it down.
The inside drive is stopped, and Cottle coming away with the rebound. Good secure right there from Carter. Inside he goes to the rim, and they're going to call the block. Can't get that one to go, but he's getting the contact, going to the line for 2 free throws. Checking in for Piedmont, number 25, Aaron Palmer. And we have a media timeout. We're not calling a timeout. It's regulated. With just over 15 and a half remaining in this first period, Berea is up slim lead, 13-12. All right, and last we left off, Carter's going to the line for 2 free throws.
Number 23, Carter, at the line, shooting
2. Before the timeout, you were talking a lot about Charlton and how he's been a great story the last few games. I'd like to see him keep some of that going in this game here.
Absolutely. He's been a really good weapon for the Mountaineers off the bench, You need that second guy or the 6th man to come off and really be able to provide some more scoring presence. And he's done exactly that. And Carter misses that second one, splits the free throws there. Still, they're up to 14-12. Lions with it, number 10, Richer. Back out in the corner. They're going to say foul right there from Riley on the dump down.
Yeah, moving screen on that one. I think he got into the body of the Berea players and kept pushing instead of just moving on through.
A little too much contact, and they're going to call that one. Charlton gives it back to Miller. Back to Charlton from range. No good on that one. Number 30, Cranford with the rebound. And both teams looking to push it quickly the other way. Really looking to get those transition opportunities. Inside feed, and that's going to be number 20, Mueller on that one. Good reverse layup right there. Using the rim to protect that shot. Carter gives it up to Miller. Quick trigger. No good. Lions coming the other direction. Stops at the 3, pulls up, and not quite. Still fighting for the rebound. They finally come away with it.
I'm going to guess based on the reaction of the coaches over here. That's not the shot they want from their big man out there.
They weren't happy with that shot selection. Don't want him shooting threes. But ultimately works out for him as number 11, Riley, got that inside layup to go. Cottle with a quick trigger in the corner. Can't get that one to go either.
So we're getting looks on the outside, just not putting away the shots.
The inside drive. Back out to the big. And a couple threes from the bigs coaching staff isn't entirely happy with. Carter with the inside drive, just enough slowed down on the momentum. Got that floater to go. Good shot. 16-16, under 14 minutes remaining.
Good job by Charlton there, getting that rebound and pushing the pace immediately with the long pass. You see Terrell Carter, 1-on-2 even, you'll still take those odds a lot of times.
And a lot of bodies hitting the floor as Cottle is called for that foul. Just trying to be a little too aggressive, try to block him from the back, and went over the back. Checking in for the Mountaineers, we have number 2, Hudson, number 33, Embry, and checking in for his first appearance today, number 50, Jacob Keebler. You got quite the presence around campus. People who know who he is. It's kind of hard to miss people when you're, 6'10".
I've never had that problem, but I would have liked to. I think at some point during my basketball career, that would have been a good problem to have.
If those are your only problems, life's pretty good, huh?
I think it would have ended my soccer career, though. Not a lot of 6'10" soccer players out there.
You would have been a heck of a goalkeeper, though.
I don't know. It's hard to get down low for some of that. when you're up that high starting off.
The inside feed, kicking it back out to the perimeter. Pull-up jumper. No good. Fighting for this low contact. And the foul goes to number 25, Palmer. It's going to be Berea basketball.
I think that was a good job of MJ Embry going up, keeping his arms high, securing the rebound right away, and his arms got smacked on the way coming back down. Berea down by 2 right now. Looks like Piedmont looking at another platoon change.
And it's interesting. It's not every so often you see a 5-in, 5-out type of play.
Well, on our women's basketball side, when I was in school here, Bunkie Harker Road used to do a similar style of coaching. 5-in, 5-out. Gave him an opportunity to change his defense every time. Gave him an opportunity to change his strategy every single time and bring in different weapons paired with different balancers, I guess. So.
And it's hard for the other team to adjust to a whole new 5 players. And the inside drive, he's fouled with the contact. That's going to send Carter to the line for 2. Foul is on number 11, Riley.
Number 23, Carter at the line.
And Carter continues to be aggressive, getting to the free throw line a lot early and often. And too strong off the back iron, and 5-in, 5-out for the Lions, and checking in for the Mountaineers, number 3, Miller, and number 30, Doty. And Carter with the potential to give them the lead here. And there it is. He knocks down that one, splitting them 19-18. Berea's up with just over 12 minutes in this first half. Fakes the three, the inside drive, lefty pull-up jumper, knocked down from number 15, Easton.
Good pump fake and drive there by Easton. I think that's the one advantage that you can take from your big men pulling out top, even if you don't want them to. The other team has to now close them down.
Yep, if you show them that you're willing to shoot that three, they've got to guard it. As that one is no good from Hudson, went over the backboard. Going to have a media timeout called on the floor with just under 12 minutes remaining in this first half. Piedmont takes the 1-point lead, 2019 Berea. Ready to get back into this one. Just under 12 minutes remaining in this first half. It's going to be Piedmont basketball. Going to be number 24, Owens with it. Moving the ball around the perimeter.
Middle, Evan.
Feed it to the free throw line. Another pull-up jumper from the big. No good. Hudson coming the other way quickly. Kicks it back to Carter through the defenders.
That was a good layoff by Hudson there. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but I think it was. Give him the benefit of the doubt on that. Just leaving it behind for Terrell Carter, hoping that he saw it in time. And really good play.
Just jumping through the two defenders right there. Really good at splitting the defenders, getting past his man as they shoot the corner three. And big fella hangs in the air. That's Easton getting that tip back. And that's one thing you're going to have to focus on, securing those defensive possessions. You force them to miss a shot, but then you give it right back. And you say that's a turnover right there. Carter blames himself on that one, that he couldn't handle the pass. And checking in for the Mountaineers, number 10, Charlton.
Gonna play some small ball here, it looks like, taking MJ Embry back out.
Yep, and it's rare that Berea plays with more than one big at any point in time anyways. They usually like to play a smaller brand of basketball, a little quicker, able to stretch the floor. And quick inside, stops, spins, gets the right hand hook to go. And that's a good move from Quick.
Good quick move.
Ha. Charlton with it, gives it up to Miller. To Hudson. Looking to break down his defender, getting past him, and met with some contact. They're going to say that he brought his arms down. Foul is on Quick. Going to send Hudson to the line for two.
Like Kevion's aggression here early on, trying to create a lot of opportunities. Hasn't been able to convert some of them, but now he's got a trip to the free throw line.
Yep, and just getting a couple free throws in can really get your rhythm going. You just got to see a few go through. So misses that first one there. Hudson lining up for number 2.
Second shot, Hudson.
And gets that one to go. So 1 of 2 from the line that time. Makes it a 2-point game. Piedmont up 24-22. And that was a really good touch pass from Easton inside the foot, and good ball movement overall. Gets the and one play to go. It's going to be Foot going to the line for one more.
His second
And checking in for the Mountaineers, number 33, Embry. And that was Doty's second foul, so limiting his playing time here in the first half. No good on that free throw, and they get the tip out. Nearly slipped there, caught his footing. Corner three, no good. Gets the offensive putback, and once again, too many second chance opportunities. You got to finish those possessions.
I think one thing I'm trying to correct if I'm Berea is if we are out of our sorts defensively and leave an open man for the three-pointer, we've got to be there to rebound at least. You can't have both of those mistakes on the same play.
And there's a foul called on Quick. He was visibly upset. He's not happy about that one. That's going to send Hudson back to the line. And Hudson misses that first one. A couple of struggles from the free throw line here early. Hopefully can iron that out as the game progresses.
Second foul there on Quick, and they're going to leave him in, it looks like.
And checking in number 5, Cottle for the Mountaineers, as Hudson knocked down that last one. Piedmont has the 5-point lead with just under 10 minutes remaining in this first period.
I think if I'm Berea, I try to find some moments to get Quick in a little more foul trouble.
Yep, he's got 2, and he's played well on the offensive end, so if you can hurt him defensively. And they got another putback opportunity. Couldn't convert that time. Charlton pushing the ball up court. Cottle giving it right back, telling him to go to work. Gets the defender to slip, and no good right there.
Great move, just didn't get his feet under him for that jump shot.
The pull-up jumper quickly on the other end, no good. Carter with the rebound, going the other way. Got the 1-on-2 break. He likes his numbers, no good right there.
Quick, lucky not to get called for a blocking foul on that one.
Putting himself in some bad positions. And Easton giving it up. Feeding it inside. Foot fall away jumper, no good. Cardle with the rebound.
So a few stops now for Berea, just unable to convert on the offensive end. You'd like to see him do that right here.
And Miller all the way inside. Yep, good job stringing together a couple of defensive stops and finally get one to go, get a little momentum back on their side as a timeout is called on the floor with 8.5 remaining in this first half. Score is Berea 25, Piedmont 28.
30 seconds.
Back into the action. It's going to be Piedmont basketball. And then Piedmont going with the whole platoon swap after that timeout. 5 in, 5 out once again. The feed down low looked like they had a good play, just couldn't hold on to it, and it's out of bounds. Berea basketball.
Looked like good hands by Charlton, maybe getting a knock on that pass to get it off the big man's leg.
Yep, just enough to throw him off on the catch.
3-point ball game chance here for Berea to possibly tie or at least cut it to 1.
Skips it across court. Carter picks it up. Cottle shoots the 3. No good. Riley inside drive, stops. And travel, 1 too many steps. Good defense right there from the long Keebler, just forcing him to pick it up and putting him in a bad situation.
Media timeout.
And media timeout on the floor with just under 8 minutes remaining. It's still 25-28, Piedmont's up. back into the action. Carter with the basketball for the Mountaineers. Down 3, but they could look to tie it on this possession, or at least make it a 1-point game. Back out to Cotto for 3, and that's exactly what they do. Tie it up. Cotto from deep, 28-28.
Great find there, great drive, great dish, and great knockdown by Isaac Cotto.
It's all great.
It's all gravy, baby.
It's all good in the neighborhood.
Good hands there by Isaac Cotto, and Keebler getting the knock away.
And Cotto on the floor trying to save it. Ball was stolen back and pushed out of bounds. They're going to say it's Piedmont basketball. No call right there.
I'm shocked that there's no foul on that one, especially after they called the one earlier on Isaac Cotto when they both slid on the floor.
Yeah, I expected something. But, Cotto, he doesn't care. He's going to keep on moving. Tough player right there. Always on the floor, always hustling. And they get the offensive rebound. Shoots the 3. No good. Rebound, Hudson.
There we go. Another empty possession for Piedmont, which is exactly what Berea wants to continue to create. And hopefully conversions on the other end, which I thought that was about to be.
It was close. He had, good time right there. It's a good move, just a little too strong. And on the other end, they get that one to go. Riley with the left-hand layup. Carter coming the other way. It's only a 2-point game right now. Don't have to force anything, but you got to start executing, getting some good shots. Cotto with the 3. Knocks it down, and he continues to be hot.
That gives Berea the 1-point lead. You want to keep finding the hot hand.
Yeah, you could see him screaming after that play. He's feeling it right now. I expect him to get the ball a couple more times before this quarter is over. The inside drive, Riley gets it to go off the glass. What a shot.
Senior there seems to be very favorable with that sideways bank shot.
The bank is open. We found that out earlier. And a little struggle for the ball. Wasn't really sure who was supposed to get that one. Charlton for 3. No good. Fighting for the rebound. Keebler and then hit the floor. No good. Piedmont coming the other way. Riley back in. It away from Carter. What a
to the block party. Terrell Carter is your host.
Hudson getting that drive, and they're going to call the charge.
And on that one, if I'm Kevion's teammates, I'm telling them, hey, listen, man, you had Isaac Cotto open on the other side with a skip pass. You got to look for that before you look for your own bucket.
Yeah, you got to keep your head open. And, that's just something that he'll learn with time. He's still freshman, still real young, just taking some time to develop. And checking in, number 33, Embry, number 3, Miller, and number 4, J.R. Jackson coming in for his first minutes of playing time. And Jackson, one of those players, high-energy guys that can really make a difference and give you some momentum. See what kind of role he's playing today. And they're going to say Miller poked that one away, so no backcourt violation.
And I think they're probably right on that one.
Riley stops the pull-up jumper. Good defense from Jackson. Got to secure the rebound, and he does. Carter coming the other way. 1-on-2. Out to Cotto for 3. And he was fouled on the shot attempt. Can't make it, but he's getting 3 free throws out of that one.
And I think that's what you want to see a little bit different in Kevion's play earlier, what I was talking about. He went for the drive, didn't get his head up. If he would have seen Cotto out there on that one. Terrell Carter, the difference in experience maybe. Starts the drive, sees it's getting cut off, kicks it right out, and now creates a 3-point opportunity.
Yep.
Even if you got to do it from the free throw line.
Cotto is so well at doing that, just finding open spaces and leaking out in transition, filling his lanes, and open for the 3. Making a good play right there as he knocks down that first free throw. Got 2 more coming his way.
No. Let's just go straight.
And I think that's one thing you count as fortunate for if you're Isaac Cotto, that you have players like Terrell Carter, like Tariq, and Charlton now, and Kevion, who will balance out the floor. So the team has to pay attention to all the other players, which gives you the opportunity to sneak into those spaces.
Yep. So many times last year you would see the teams automatically double him or Carter, and then after that the scoring was, here and there. But a lot more consistent this year. A lot of players getting in double figures.
Yeah.
As Cotto knocks down 2 out of 3 right there, gives them the 1-point lead with just over 5 minutes remaining. It's going to be Miller with the steal, 1-on-1 break, and fouled hard at the other end.
Teammates there right away to help him up, maybe to make sure he's calm. I don't think he was actually that upset.
No, I think that play looked a little worse than it was.
Yeah.
Yep. He's going to be fine. He's shaking it off. He's got 2 free throws coming his way, but good aggression and good defensive instincts. And Miller's really one of those great two-way players, just catches you slipping a little on the offensive end and pokes that ball away and able to get out on the break.
And that's one thing I like about Tariq is that he has found his role on this team. And it's not that he has to be the star or push any of the action, but on the defensive end, if he can be the spark plug to get us going and convert some of that into opportunities like he's done here, that's his role, and he's filled it in pretty well.
Yeah, really good defensive lineup out there for the Mountaineers. Jackson, a defensive specialist, great rebounder. Carter he can do it all. And Miller, like you were talking about, really at the point of that defense at the top of the key, forcing the ball handlers into bad decisions.
And he's able to hit from deep when he gets the open looks as well, which helps out.
Absolutely. If he gets hot, you better look out. Miller with it. Giving it back to Cottle to Carter. Slowing things down a little bit, giving Carter operating room.
A little shake and bake there by Isaac Cottle. Oh, in and out of the rim.
No good, but Cottle getting his shot right there, and he's so good at, just working his defender down. Inside shot from Easton, no good. Jackson secures the rebound. Carter going the other way. And Miller for 3. Can't get that one to go.
That's the look they wanted, I think, on that play, though. He's got to knock it down, and he usually does.
Yep, that's a good shooter. I expect him to get a lot more touches. I don't think that one missed shot's going to slow him down at all.
Quick hands again. Almost a steal there by Miller.
But just enough to slow that offense down. And another tip pass, and like we've been talking about, causing havoc on the defensive end. Carter comes away with it and is fouled on the other end.
And had he not been fouled, would have had the assist with the tap back to Miller.
It was good recognition by him. And we have a media timeout called on the floor as Berea gets a 2-point lead with just under 4 remaining. 34-32. Berea's up.
Corrections, 10 team fouls for
We're good?
And just under 4 minutes remaining in this first half, when we left on the action, Carter's going to the line for 2 free throws and the double bonus. He made the unselfish play by passing it back to Miller, but he's still going to get the rewards. At least opportunities at the rewards, as he misses that first free throw. Lining up for number 2. And rattled around. Rare miss from the line from Carter, 0 for 2 that time.
Really like to see him convert on those opportunities after all the work that they put in on the defensive end. Hate to come away with that one empty.
And Miller just getting his hands on everything, it seems like. I don't think they've thrown a pass where he hasn't tipped it. What a shot. Wow. Right over Miller's outstretched hands as number 24, Owens, knocks it down from deep.
The one thing he hadn't gotten his hands on this half, it seems.
And that was a high arcing shot,
I
too.
think it had to be. It had to be. That's why they call it making it rain. That one came down from the clouds.
Looked like quite a literal rainbow.
Yeah.
Miller inside, stops, pops, gets that one to go. Good patience right there from Miller. And good screen from Embry.
That's one of those you rewind in a football game.
That's one of those. The defender takes his time getting back on offense because he took a hit right there.
Good defense here. In the zone, good rotation, and Miller again knocking it away and getting the turnover.
I don't think we can overstate his impact on defense here today so far. He's just been everywhere. Piedmont's having nightmares about Miller.
Those are the players that, when I played, get me the hypest. When I see my teammates putting in the extra effort on the other end, where you're not going to get most of the glory, but you're still putting in that work, that makes me want to work even harder for you on both ends.
Oh, yeah, and, they may not get the most love, but those defensive players are really the backbone of the team.
Oh, yeah.
And Miller's still one of those players that can go off. He had a 48-point game last year. And they knocked down that three. Owens once again, and he's picking up a little bit of steam here. I'd guard him a little closer on the perimeter. Charlton with it at the top of the key. Looking to get it inside to Jackson. Miller from deep. Can't get that one to go. Foot secures the rebound, and Foot's actually coming in here second in rebounds per game in the conference at 9. Hustling for it.
Miller knocking away that ball that started that hectic play that ends up with him getting an and one.
Wow. And, hustle pays off, kids. There's no way other than that to say it. Gets the defensive steal, coming the other way, gets the and one shot attempt. What impressive play from Miller. And we're all tied up so far, 38-38 with 1:37 remaining as Miller's going to the line for the and one free throw attempt.
Number 3, Miller shooting 1.
And he knocks down that one, converts there. Miller so far having a great game.
That's what I've liked so far about the Mountaineers this season is when one player is maybe not scoring or not doing the offensive things that we need, you see that other people step up in other ways. Last game you had Charlton scoring 29 coming off the bench, and Terrell Carter was struggling shooting a little bit. This game you see we're a little bit lackluster on some of our defense, and Tariq Miller says, all right, my time to step up. I'll take over.
And it's providing them all the momentum to, it's a slim lead, but it's still a lead. Carter giving it up to Charlton. Charlton aggressive inside drive met by the defender. Jackson fighting for it. Can't get that tip back to go. Skips it up court. Foot inside. Left hand layup. Good hesitation right there to stall the defender just enough. Miller pull up, and before that shot was attempted, they're going to say it's an offensive foul right there. Foul goes to number 2, Hudson, and holding his groin there.
Yeah, I think he got his leg hooked around the guy there.
Checking,
tear that hip up.
Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 33, Embry. And Mountaineers going with a little bit more size here. And Owens with the ball, feeds it inside the foot. Good hands by Jackson to poke that out. Wow.
Yeah. Clearly out on Jackson on that one, I think, but to our benefit.
But sometimes, you get the call. 36 seconds remaining in this first half. 39-40. Berea's down 1 with an opportunity to take the lead. And definitely going to take their time, make sure they get a good shot. They don't want to give Piedmont any extra time to shoot the ball. And Cottle at the point of attack. Looking to give it back to Carter, and Carter's the ISO guy. Stops, gets past his defender.
And there's hesitation there.
Just a little too shifty for the defenders to stay with. Shoots that three. Wow, what a shot from Owens. He continues to be hot. Miller from half court. I thought he had it. That was close.
What a way that would have been to end this half for him.
Yeah, really competitive first half so far. At the end of our first, it is Berea 41, Piedmont 43. Exciting game so far. Stay tuned and we'll be back. right, and ready to get back into it. The start of our second half here, highly competitive through the first. 41-43, Piedmont has a 2-point lead, but Berea basketball to start the half, and let's get into the action. You know, one of the things, if you look at the stat sheet from the first half, Miller only has 2 steals, but I promise you his impact has been a lot more than that. Felt like he might have had like 8 steals, the way he was just getting a hand on everything. As Embry misses that 3.
Yeah, I think every time he calls a turnover, really should count as a steal, and if that's the case, he's hovering close to double digits right now.
Getting that double-double. As Carter sends that one away, and Carter, you know, a great defensive presence always, just a little too athletic. And Foot gets that one inside, easy layup. Carter coming the other way. Gives it up to Miller, to Cottle. And Miller pulls it back out, slowing things down here. Want to make sure they set up the offense and get a good look. And Hudson, 4-3, knocks it down.
Good way to create some space there. Fake like he was going to come on the rotation and then pulled it back.
And, you know, just good shot right there to knock it down. Getting the defender in a little off position. Foot down low on the block. Up against Embry, the turnaround, and yeah, he's a little too strong. You can't bully him like everybody else. Carter gives it to Miller for 3, a little too strong.
The saddest part is, I think he actually short-armed that one a bit. You saw his follow-through ended right in his forehead.
And Carter all the way down on the break, can't get that one to go. Fighting for the rebound, another offensive putback. Gets that one to go after 3 attempts.
And there you go, Tariq Miller again. Cuts off the passing lane. The guy who's throwing it inbounds brings his momentum with him and holds onto the ball, falls into bounds, turnover. Doesn't get credit for a steal, but the effect on the game is there.
We see it. We'll give you credit. And Hudson gets it into Carter. Posting up his man, gets it inside, and just once again inside all the way to the rim, a little too smooth.
Now the Mountaineers have opened up a 3-point lead here with 18 minutes to go still in the game.
But you like the way they started this second half. Coach clearly lit a fire under him. And quick with it at the top of the key. And pull-up jumper, knocks that one down. That's number 14, Stimson.
Yeah, not bad defense there by Isaac Cottle, just better offense from Stimson.
Yep.
And I think if you're Coach Hemingway, you probably at halftime make the point of, we're getting opportunities, but a lot of them are behind the arc, so don't settle there. Go ahead and create some opportunities and get into the lane, like right here.
Cottle always forcing the issue. And yeah, I think you made a really good point. You know, still be willing to shoot the 3, force them to close out on you, but, you know, be able to recognize when they close out a little too aggressive, beat them, and make a play for somebody else too.
Exactly.
Hudson to inbound underneath. And throws it all the way back to Miller. Ball is tipped away from Quick, and Quick nearly saved it. But it's going to be Berea basketball.
We didn't have the ball. We didn't have the ball. We didn't have possession.
I think here a little discussion about where the clock should be, whether or not Piedmont had the possession. I think it's just a tap away.
I don't think they ever really established a possession.
Yeah. I agree, but I guess it matters what the people in the striped shirts say.
I guess.
And they agree with us.
See, we know what's going on. And Coach wants to know what's going on too.
I think now with the new rules of the reset to 20, a lot of confusion throughout this season.
Taking a little time to adjust.
Yeah. When you have this issue here, what it was a tip away, but it went out of bounds. Does that count as another team knocking the ball out of bounds? Does that count as a change of possession? Does it stay at 20? Does it stay where it was, which I believe was about 16? And they go down to 15 on the shot clock. So
okay, so they're just going to say just continuation of play, basically.
Yeah.
Poked it out.
And I think that's probably right. Yeah.
I agree.
It was just a knock away, went out of bounds. He never had possession. No foul or anything like that called, so you don't reset to 20. I think they get it right here.
And Miller skipping it up to Cottle in the corner. Tried to feed it down low to Doty. Somehow gets it, but can't get the layup to go.
And that was a good find by Cottle and good hands by Doty to get the possession down there.
Got everything you wanted except the points. Pull-up jumper is no good. Rebound Easton. Left-hand hook, and that's a pretty good shot. Tough to guard. You don't really see a lot of that left-hand hook across the lane.
I think one thing I'm seeing from Piedmont here is that they rebound in levels. So, you have a first line of people going for the rebound, and even if you're able to box them out, there's a second line of Piedmont players right behind them going for it.
And they're going to call a foul as Doty tried to get that rebound. Foul goes on 14, Stimson.
Charlton re-enters the game here. Yeah. Right now the Mountaineers have Doty, Charlton, Carter, and who else we had him in there? Kevion.
Cottle.
And Cottle, there you go.
And Owens coming the other way, miscommunication there, throws it out of bounds. And a little deflating, you can see it in the body language from the Lions. He's not happy with that one.
They're a clear mistake, you have two Nike teams there, and he threw it to a guy in an Under Armour hoodie.
And Hudson with it. And Hudson really looking to get his role going. Hasn't produced a whole lot, but playing well in terms of the team success. Carter, the inside drive, try to go through the legs, maybe?
I think he was trying to tap it around to Doty and didn't get enough on that. That's the only thing I can think there, because he moved away as if he no longer had possession.
Just a little loss of control there. Inside the foot, gets around his defender, and that baseline curl right there, that's been a good move for him tonight. And players were calling for something, but that was clean to me.
Yeah, I think they were looking for the travel on Isaac Cottle there, and I think he put down a dribble before that hit. There you go, Doty inside.
Yep, good work from Doty to get that in there, and he's been a real X factor for this team. When he plays well, they've been a pretty good team. When he can contribute rebounding, as Quick comes away with it, met at the rim, but he is fouled, and I'm going to say that one goes to Doty. Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 3, Miller, and number 4, Jackson. And we have a timeout called on the floor with 15 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the second half. Our score is Berea 50, Piedmont 51.
First. For Berea, number 3, Miller, number 4, Jackson, in for the Lions, number 11, Riley, number 20, Miller, and number
To resume action here, just over 15 minutes remaining, 1-point game, still anyone's game, and last we left off, Quick going to the line for some free throws.
correction, number 30, Hanford has not substituted into the game. 21, Quick to the line, shooting 2.
And gets the roll right there, knocks that one down.
Second shot,
And Quick goes 2 for 2 from the line. Checking in now is number 30, Cranford. And Berea basketball, Charlton with it. And you could just tell by the way he's built, he was a football player.
I got a cousin who I've played with a lot of times in my life, who's built a lot like Charlton. Football player as well, and one of the worst things about him is when he would get the ball as a point guard and drive and tuck it like a running back. There's nothing you could do. Nothing you can do.
Put it in that arm. You can't strip that away.
No, not at all. Terrell Carter again with a good drive, good bucket.
And I've really liked to see him play today. I've really liked his aggressiveness and, just forcing the issue and really being the leader that this team needs. It's a good dump down. Great hand by Miller to poke that one away. And Miller continues to be a star on defense.
Might have prevented a dunk there.
Looked like he was going to go for it.
He was, until he realized he didn't have the ball with him anymore, I think.
Said, oh, you forgot something.
Miller again.
And there it is. Miller once again making his presence be felt. And Charlton.
Oh.
And the little panic from the opposing team's bench. They thought they were going to call an and one. But no, foul was on the floor.
Thought for a second he got the NBA continuation there.
Should what? He didn't take another dribble.
Yeah, but he did have a jump stop in there.
And Cottle throws it up to Charlton. And the ref laughing at the bench on that one. Charlton inside drive. Wow.
I don't need your first one. I'll take this one. And that's the moments I'm talking about. He tucked that ball, came in.
Yep, exactly.
Head down a Mark Ingram mode kind of drive there.
So just when he gets his momentum going, he's a little tough to stop.
We saw the big man come flying out of there.
Down low, left-hand layup. And there it is again from Riley. He's got that left hand working today. And Cottle secures that one.
Good adjustment by Isaac Cottle there to get there.
Scoop pass to Charlton. Step back. So close, but fighting for the rebound. Can't come away with it. Foot gets it finally.
Good step back. Just didn't get the conversion there. And then Isaac Cottle almost secured the rebound.
As Foot knocks that one down from deep. And, Charlton has a couple of those every game that just make you say, ooh, and only if he would have hit it.
Yeah.
Skips it to Miller, fakes the three. Inside drive, Carter across the lane, and how do you guard that, honestly? Just hopping in between defenders. You think you have him trapped, and he said, nope, swoop, right through there.
Yeah, that's one of those where you put your hands up and just hope.
And Foot pulls another three, filling it, no good on that one.
Difference there is you've got Jair closing down some of the space on that one. The first one he kept his hand down, and as they say, hand down, man down.
Yep, forced you to respect that three, and that's why Jackson closed out so hard that time. And Charlton pull up on the corner, no good. Can't get that one to go. Number 30 Cranford coming the other way, all the way to the rim. Shot is blocked, or at least poked away, and Carter comes away with it. To Miller, baseline.
Good job there by Piedmont cutting off the transition.
Look for Miller from three, no good. Foot secures another rebound. And he's been pretty dominant on the glass tonight.
I feel like Berea's getting a lot of looks. We're just not converting. Still only a 2-point game despite that.
The inside drive from Riley gets that one to go off the glass. And timeout on the floor. Piedmont jumps out to a 4-point lead. Piedmont 60, Berea 56, just under 12 remaining.
Yeah, just make sure the book knows down there, yeah.
You gave me part of it. And ready to get back into this one. Just under 12 minutes remaining, 4-point game. Berea has the possession, looking to close that gap and make it a 1-point game or one possession game. Hudson with it. Gives it back to Carter. Tried to feed it inside. Good hands from the defense, and they come away with a steal.
I think if you're Berea, you got to find quick ball movement when they're doubling up on Terrell Carter up top to prevent that drive.
Yeah, the offense seems a little stagnant right now. A lot of holding it. You got to be able to move it, and Carter gets that rejection right there. That's his third or fourth block today.
Yeah, I think defense is anything but stagnant.
Defense, they're not having any problems, but on the offensive end, they just got to get a couple more to go.
Media timeout.
And media timeout on the floor. Still 56-60 with 11:22 remaining. And set to resume play. Piedmont to inbound underneath the basket.
Piedmont ball inbound.
It's going to be Cranford to inbound. Gets it down low to Foot. Tried to go around the basket, and he is met with contact going to the line. And he's done a really good job of working that baseline all day. Getting it down low, and once he gets that far into the basket, it's hard to guard. And misses that one.
Second shot, Foot.
Here, if you're the Mountaineers, you got to expect a second miss and hopefully a clean rebound. Get out into the offensive end and convert something here.
Well, you got the miss.
Down by 4.
Need to execute right here. Need to get some ball movement going. Make something happen.
There you go.
Otto gives it to Hudson. And 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Foot called for the reach and foul. That's going to give him 3 fouls. Checking in is number 25, Palmer. And it's going to be Hudson to inbound. Gets it into Cottle. Past the defender, pull-up jumper, not quite. And just looked a little rushed right there.
Yeah, you like to have a little more composure, keep the pace of the game set.
You know, you got to start getting points, but you don't have to get them all on one possession. And another good defensive play by the Mountaineers, just getting a hand on that pass and checking into the game, number 3, Miller.
I think the defense of Miller and several others on the team is really what's kept this game close.
Yeah, normally if you shoot like this, you're going to be down a little bit further, but their stellar play on the defensive end is really helping them out. It's going to be Berea basketball there.
You got there Doty doing a very good job moving his feet, staying straight up, contesting the shot, and competing for the rebound, getting it knocked off of a Piedmont player's head there.
Now it just, can we score? Hudson, the inside drive to the rim. Gets that layup to go. What a tough finish. What a good play by Doty to get the recognition, skip it across court.
I think one thing you like there from Kevion, you get up high enough to where there's no competition for the shot, and he knock it down.
And Carter gets his 5th rejection this game. Just been a monster on the defensive end. Just no airspace. And Piedmont to inbound. Gets Owens pull up. And no good. He hit a couple in the first half, so, you know, he is deadly from deep. You just got to keep an eye on him.
All the ones he hit from the first half had a lot of arch on him. That one, pretty straightforward shot, which is probably why it wasn't in there.
2-point game as Piedmont gets the possession. Foul is called on number 30, Doty. And checking in for the Lions, number 15, Easton, number 35, Foot. And in for the Mountaineers, number 4, Jackson.
And I think if you're the Mountaineers, you got to recognize number 35, Foot, the man who's been dominating most of the boards and the down low possessions here, has actually got 3 fouls. So
yeah, be aggressive, attack him. If you get him in foul trouble, it's really going to hurt them. And good effort right there, just couldn't keep that one in bounds. It's going to be Piedmont basketball. And, you know, they've been really good about getting these inbounds into Foot down low, so I would be cautious of that. The baseline gets it across the key. And
good hands by Isaac Cottle there, reaching in as the help defender.
Cottle comes away with it, gives it up to Hudson. And good job hitting the floor right there, always getting on the hustle. And ball was tipped, but Cottle comes away with it. Back to Miller, trying to feed it inside. Just a little too aggressive.
Yeah, trying to force the issue on that one. Good idea, just not the right time to do it. Luckily, a defensive stop again for the Mountaineers.
Carter coming the other way. He said, I'm just going to take this one, fellas. And one. Put the team on his back.
And that's what you do when you're a leader. I mean, sometimes you see that your teammates are down, something's not going your way, you step up, and that's what Carter has done here. Finding a lot of opportunities in the lane, a lot of driving opportunities. I mean, realistically, if you're Piedmont, what do you do differently on the defensive end?
I guess back up and maybe force him to shoot a couple jumpers, but
which then if he gets hot there, what do you do? You know, it's just that's the problem with a really triple threat kind of player. He can drive, he can pop a jump shot up, or he can shoot from 3.
Plays for his teammates too. You know, very unselfish star.
Right.
And Carter going to the line for the and 1 free throw attempt. And he knocks that one down. And you know, just great leadership shown by him. Sees that the offense isn't working, haven't got a possession to go, and just forces it in there. And
busy hands once again.
Ball goes off the ref.
Yeah. Well, the ref's part of the floor since he was standing out of bounds. It's out of bounds.
Very true.
Tariq again. The busy hands. Good clean strip there.
Yep, just making life difficult. And
now when they called Charlton with his hands on number 30 there and called him for the hold on the trip coming around.
Not necessarily a bad foul because it looked like they had him isolated on the block. Could have been potential scoring opportunity. Quick with it on the corner wing. Inside, kicking it out to Easton. Foot fakes the 3, gets past his man. And foul was on the floor before the shot attempt.
And that's probably a smart one for Jair. That's his first foul. You want to make sure you prevent that big man from getting down. As you saw, he finished the play anyway.
Yep, like Coach always told me, you know, you got 5 fouls. You might as well use a couple of them. And good work in there from Foot, you know, just a couple of pump fakes and getting the defenders out of position.
And what you want from Jair there is to stay down and basically wait for the shot to go before you look for the block.
Yep, you got to make the offensive player commit before you jump in the air. Then you're kind of stuck. And good 2-man game right there from Cottle and Jackson. Just can't get that one to go. Fighting for the ball, and Jackson's not happy with that call.
I think if I'm Jackson, I'm not happy either, but also you want to see Cottle finish that. Right. 2-man play. You just got to see the finish.
Yep, had a good cut, good delivery on the pass, just can't get that one go as we have a media timeout called on the floor with just under 8 minutes remaining in this contest. Berea 61, Piedmont 62. And just under 8 minutes getting back into this one, checking in after that timeout, number 50, Jacob Keebler, in for the Mountaineers. And coach thinking maybe some length will help slow foot down inside.
Let's go, let's go.
It's going to be Cranford with the ball. Feeds it down low to Foot. Out to Quick for three. No good, and a lot of contact right there. Keebler was going up for that rebound, and looked like Foot was too aggressive, trying to swing in there, got all arm contact.
Yeah, it looked like Foot knocked Keebler into the other Piedmont player. They went down like dominoes.
It's two. It's only 6.
That's his fourth.
And
They put it on there. It was fine.
little discussion as to how many free throws it is, if it's free throws. Okay, so
Trigger happy. Got a rebound.
they're gonna say it's just a foul on the floor, no bonus, no free throws applied.
Yeah, it looks like the discrepancy was on the foul count, maybe.
And Carter with it, giving it up to Cottle. And a lot more active offense from the Mountaineers. Everyone's providing a lot more movement. Oh, and nearly turned that one over, and they end up doing it. Coming the other way, gets past his defender, gets the layup to go. Easy shot from Cranford right there. And Piedmont is at a 3-point lead, 64-61. Time to execute for the Mountaineers.
Good job by Tariq keeping them honest there. The pump fake.
And ball's poked away. Still Piedmont basketball, or Berea basketball.
Piedmont firing about 3 or 4 players at Terrell Carter every time he touches the ball. So if you're the other members of the Mountaineers team out here, you got to figure out a way to step up.
Yep, you got to be working, get open, because you know Carter's got good vision. He'll find you if you're open. Forcing the issue, forcing them to double him, and tangled up. They're going to call a travel. And Piedmont basketball will be Cranford coming the other way. Just under 7 minutes remaining in this contest. 3-point game, 1 possession. Quick going all the way inside, met by the Berea defenders, and they're going to call the foul on number 50, Jacob Keebler.
Wow. I felt like Keebler was actually straight up on that one.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact. Might have sold the call.
Yeah,
or sold.
I thought Tariq Miller might have got called for it, coming over the top with a swipe, but that's not what they saw at all.
Well, good news is Keeb's first foul, he's got a couple to use, and that unfortunately will send Piedmont to the bonus, so 1-1 free throws. And he's going to get the second attempt. Checking in for the Mountaineers, number 30, Doty.
We didn't stop.
Now 4-point lead, 6.5 minutes left. 5-point lead off of that second made free throw there.
And time to get a good shot right here. Miller shoots the three, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Charlton comes away with it. Miller thinks about the other three. Getting past his defender. And too excited that time. Charlton turns it over all the way inside. Good defense from Carter to stop the break. And they're going to call the travel. And turnover is going to be Berea basketball. Fantastic transition defense to slow him down there and force him into a mistake.
Defensively, Berea has played one of the best games I've been able to see them play all season. Just the offensive end, they haven't been able to convert.
Absolutely, as Jody goes inside, gives the ball up to Carter. Carter somehow gets that one to go, and he is a certified bucket. Looks like he might have get hit on the lip or the jaw. Stimson.
Logan, you're on the bottom down there.
Coming out, not exactly sure. I think he hit his tooth.
Yeah. Sometimes as a player down low, you catch a shoulder, an elbow, or a chin, or
yeah. I've been on the receiving end a couple of those,
and you're not sure if you're bleeding or not. Yeah. Just enough to shake you up for a moment.
Just enough to get you a little rattled. You know, any kind of contact with the jaw, mouth area, that hurts. Quick with the inside drive and can't get that one to go. Still fighting for it. Ball's loose. Charlton comes away with it. They got the break all the way inside and tried to get a little too fancy with the clutch. Can't get that one to convert.
Surprised there wasn't a foul on that one.
5 minutes remaining in this contest. 3-point game. Piedmont's up 66-63. Corner three. No good. And Cottle looking to save it. What are they going to call? And they're going to say it's Berea basketball.
Stepping in for the Lions, number 35.
And checking in for the Lions, number 35, Foot.
He's got 4 fouls. If I'm the Mountaineers, I try to press that issue right away.
Absolutely. If I'm Terrell Carter, I'm going inside. Attack, force them to make something happen. You know, either foul you or give you the layup. And Cottle shoots the three. Did he bank that one? I think he banked that one. Bank's still open. And that ties it up all 66. And big shot right there from Cottle. And, you know, he loves these big moments.
Yeah, huge moment there. Good patience by Berea, not forcing the issue too early. Terrell Carter saw they cut off the lane twice, and so he pulled it right back out.
Feeds it inside, free throw line jumper, no good. Carter rebound. 4 minutes going the other way. All the way inside, just galloping past the defenders. Sometimes it looks like we're watching a deer run through the field.
Yeah, the way he bounds from one spot to another is impressive.
Truly, with just over 4 minutes remaining in this one, Berea takes the 2-point lead up 68-66.
Hear that momentum.
All right, getting ready to go back into the action. Just over 4 minutes, 1 possession game, still anybody's ball game. May come down to the wire. And Piedmont with the basketball. And this game could very well end on whoever has the ball last.
Yeah, at this rate, I mean, Berea 2-point lead here. You'd like to see them have another defensive stand.
And
just like that.
There it is. Good defense right there. And, now's time to execute your offense. Take a little time off the clock. Make sure you're getting good looks.
What's important, though, is you can't come away empty on this trip. You want to extend that lead, whether it's 1 point, 2 point, 3 points.
Anything helps at this point. And Carter secures it.
Good skip pass there.
For 3. Can't get that one to go. Foot gets the rebound.
That was a great connection there. You saw that Tariq was spotted up. He was waving for it. Carter saw him. Got the good skip pass. Just could not convert.
And Foot is rejected by Doty. Cotto coming the other way. Stripped. Saved. Doty gets it once again. Madness on the floor. Miller goes in. He's swatted. Coming back the other way. What a sequence. Quick goes inside. Stops. Fumbles around. On the floor. Foot looked like he was fishing for the contact there, but they're going to call it.
Wow. Not sure about that one. That one looked like he was straight up.
Looked like he was on the floor, and he initiated a contact by jumping into him. A little bit of a questionable call, but they're going to call it just under 3 minutes remaining. Piedmont's going to go to the line. 68-66.
Media timeouts. Subbing in after timeout for Piedmont, number 11, Riley. Substituting for the disqualified player number 50.
And ready to get back into the action when we left off. Foot going to the line for 2 free throws. And checking in after that timeout was number 50, Jacob Keebler.
Now you got to secure the rebound here if you're the Mountaineers.
Yeah, this is going to be a big rebound, make or miss. I mean, you need to come down and execute on this possession. 1 point game, just over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Cotto giving it up to Miller. And big thing, just making sure your passes connect and, you're not giving them an easy turnover. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Carter kicks it out to Cotto. Cotto for
there it is. Take it out. And that's what you want. Big man in big moments, big mullet. He's there. Let's get it. Good job, Isaac Cotto.
Yep, just like we were talking about. He really relishes these big moments. When the game's on the line, he wants that shot.
I think if you're Coach Hemingway, the beautiful thing about you got a few players out there who will step up to the plate when those moments are there. And he's one of them for sure.
Riley gets that rebound, clears it out to Quick for 3, knocks it down. And matching the three-pointer with one of their own. Still a 1 point game, under 2 minutes remaining. And Cotto calls a timeout. So timeout on the floor with 1 minute 46 seconds remaining in this one. Berea has the 1 point lead, 71-70.
30 seconds. Substituting into the timeout
And just under 2 minutes, everything still to be decided. Berea has the 1-point lead with possession. Really would like to extend the lead here. Charlton with the ball, giving it up to Hudson. Mountaineers going with 5 guards right now. As turn it over, Piedmont basketball.
Yeah, it was a broken play there, and if you're Charlton, I know he wanted to keep the momentum going forward. That's the moment where you grow as a player and figure out, okay, I can pull this back, and let's run our offense with what's left of the shot clock. Luckily, we got Tariq Miller in busy hands with Terrell Carter.
Hudson all the way inside, shot his block. Carter gets it back, trying to go up for it, and he's fouled, sending him to the line for 2 free throws.
And I'm going to be honest, I think Hudson was fouled on the first shot. They got away with that one. Luckily, Terrell Carter there, getting the rebound, putting it right back up.
Good hustle, good recognition by him to be there for his teammate.
And that's another moment of that defense turning into offense that you really want to see. That's the 4th on number 11 as well. A couple players in foul trouble here late in the game for Piedmont.
Yep, and Miller adds another steal to his totals, and you know the numbers probably don't do him justice, but he has just been everywhere tonight. As Carter misses that one, you really need this one to convert. Coming in for the Mountaineers, number 4, Jackson. Want to make sure that they can rebound on this defensive possession. And he knocks down that one, so it does give them the 2-point lead. Not exactly the result you wanted from the line, but you'll take that one.
Yeah, it's better than 0 for sure. You got a 2-point lead now, which forces Piedmont, if they want the lead, to have to convert from 3.
And if nothing else, tie it. And Foot with the ball on the perimeter, trying to be aggressive inside. Looked like Coach wanted contact on that one. Shoots the 3, knocks it down, number 14, Stempson. And they're going to say it was a 2. So that ties it up at 72. 45 seconds remaining in this one. And timeout on the floor, 45 seconds, 72-72. It's going to be Berea possession when we come back.
You got the monitors?
All right, 45 seconds, last minute tie game. This is when it really counts most. Carter with the basketball.
Referee from the other side of the floor there saw that his foot was on the line, so that was a 2, the last shot, tying it up instead of taking the lead.
Yeah, big call right there. Good recognition by the referee. Caught the inside drive, forcing the issue right there. And they're going to hold for the last shot.
I'd say not if Tariq Miller has anything to say about it. He might try to get in there and take that steal.
Absolutely. You know, I expect him to provide a lot of pressure. 8 seconds remaining in this one. Moving it around the perimeter. The inside drive gets that shot to go. 3 seconds. Timeout called.
No, I think that we didn't stop the clock in time. Should be 3 seconds plus on there instead of 2.6.
3 seconds. And then Timeout will be called.
Yeah.
3.3 remaining. Piedmont takes the lead on the last second shot. 74-72. All right, here we are. Berea has possession, 3 seconds to make something happen. Doesn't matter what shot it is, but you got to get something to go in.
Come on.
And never mind, timeout called. Piedmont. And still 3 seconds. 74-72. All right, here it is. 3.3 remaining. Berea is down 2 with the ball. What can we make happen?
3.3 seconds, a lot of time. You play it right, you get a good shot. You could have a 3. You could have some deep penetration here, or you could even come away with a foul and be taking a trip to the line.
Hudson shoots it from deep, no good, and a tightly fought contest till the very end. Not the result you wanted if you're Berea, but you played hard the whole game. And our final score here in Berea, Kentucky, Piedmont College wins 74, Berea 72. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you come back Saturday as Berea will be back in home basketball action. Until then, we'll see you guys later. For everyone here at Berea College Athletics, thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a good night.